Well, first, I'm not sure that we're post-marriage yet, so I'm one of the people who thinks there's still a lot of work to be done on the marriage issue. I largely think that Massachusetts is safe, but I think that there's still a risk that people will try to take back Massachusetts, and so I think we need to stay vigilant and stay strong. I also think there's a lot of work to be done in other states, including finishing out New England, and I think we're not done until we get California.
For me, MLGBA is a lot about kind of the personal connection and of lifting our members up and for speaking out for the people who can't speak out, because there are law students out there and people out there who don't feel that they can be out or still worry about putting whether the LGBTQ on their resume. We should not be worrying about that at this point, and we need to be working to educate firms and helping people. I think MLGBA needs to be the voice. We need to be out there. We need to be really strong so that the individuals can feel more comfortable.
I think people still have a presumption in favor of a biological parent that may not be warranted, and I say that as someone who is the biological parent of my children and who recognizes that my wife is every bit as much their parent as I am, but I have a concern that judges don't understand that. I think there's still a knee-jerk reaction to favoring a biological parent.
I think as the MLGBA grows into the next 25 years, I see us sort of solidifying our voice as it relates to equality and fairness, particularly with transgender rights issues. And I see us fighting the fight with the DOMA. I see us fighting the fight with the other challenges for equality.
And as our members really continue to ascend to leadership positions in the mainstream bars and are recognized leaders in their practice areas, we're going to see MLGBA speaking about all kinds of things, from transportation reform to real estate bills to not just the usual employment discrimination kinds of matters or things that are specific to the LGBT community.
Coalition building is crucial to getting anything done and makes any journey and any result all the more effective. So for example, working with GLAAD and with Mass Equality and with the Massachusetts Gay and Lesbian Political Caucus to advance legislative or policy goals, the more heads we have in a room, the more organizations that care about an issue and are thinking about it, the better the result is going to be.
We are really going to be channeling to, continue to build our ties to the other affinity bar associations and to make sure that our membership is reflective of who our community really is. And, making sure we are encouraging every member of the community to step up and take a leadership role.
I think one of the key aspects of our success in the future will be coalition building. It will be working to bridge our efforts and our fight and our advocacy with the Boston Bar Association, with the Mass Bar Association, with the other affinity groups, and working with them on a common cause, on common issues of a true end of discrimination in the workplace. And a true understanding of what work-life balance means for professionals. And we need to care about that, and we need to fight for that. And that isn't just an LGBT issue, but it's an issue that affects our LGBT families in a big way, and it's something that we need to address. And we need to do that by building coalitions. Everyone's busy. But we have to give some time. We have to care. We have to say, hey, this organization can make a difference. It has made a difference. It has made a difference in my life. It has made a difference in the lives of many people. And it can continue to make a difference if we put the time into it.
The world is your oyster. You can become involved and get plugged in, get caught up in, get involved in, signed up for, whatever issue or cause or whatever you want to bring to the table. I hope we are a fairly welcoming group, and we're wanting to move it ahead. We've got a pretty good track history for 25 years, and there's nothing stopping us for the next 25.
You meet all these outstanding lawyers. They're doing such fun, great things, and you realize, wow, MLGBA is set for the future because we have this great ranks of people coming up.
MLGBA has been a great part of my few years in Boston, and I expect it will continue to be a great part of, each additional stage of my career.
Well, I've seen a renewed interest from younger attorneys and also law students in terms of the desire to network, the desire to be mentored, the desire to engage in sort of the I guess what I call the post-marriage sort of Massachusetts LGBT Bar Association.
I see a lot of promise in the future. I see some very dynamic folks who are currently involved heavily within MLGBA. I see students and young lawyers and proto-lawyers who are out there doing phenomenal things. Whether it's the trans issues, whether it's working on making sure that marriage stays here, or whether it's just making sure that the next social is fun.
In the next 25 years, MLGBA as an organization is going to continue to have fun. We're going to continue to advance the legislative and policy issues that are important to our community. In much less than 25 years, we better look back and see that the trans bill has passed.
There are so many more lesbian and gay, transgendered, bisexual organizations now in Massachusetts than there were in the early days of MLGBA. But for any lawyer who wants to meet other lawyers to try to advance our interests within the legal profession and within the greater LGBT community, this is the place to be.